Hey everyone, this is Bifrost Actual, and today I'm going to give you a quick demonstration of how to swap your SWYFT coins for SWYFT tokens. So before we get started, let's just go over some of the requirements for the swap process. The things that you're going to need. You're going to first need your SWYFT desktop wallet with coins that you want to swap. You're going to need an email address, a mobile Ethereum wallet, either the brand new SWYFT wallet if you have an Android device, or if you're using iOS, the Trust wallet. You can also use Engine, Token, or any other Web3 or dApp browser enabled mobile wallet. You can also use MetaMask with your desktop browser if that's how you like to use Ethereum. You'll also need your Ethereum address where you want to receive your tokens. This needs to be the address of the wallet that is receiving your tokens, and you'll see why. And then finally, you're going to need about 0.015 Ethereum, which is a couple of bucks for the various fees associated with the entire swap process. So step one. The first step that we need to do is to get into the CoinSwap application. So from your browser, just go to coinswap.swift, if I can spell, .network. So this is going to be the first place you go, and if you already have an account, you can just sign in, but we're going to go through the full process. So we're going to sign up here. I'm going to sign up as Bifrost Actual at gmail.com. And I'm going to give it a password. Confirm it. Always use good long passwords. Optionally, you can put in your Discord username and your Telegram handle. That's going to help us as a project team to be able to notify you or communicate with you if there's any problems with the swap. But for now, I'm not going to enter it because I've used it elsewhere. So once you have all the information in, just slide the little slider over here. It's sort of a form of CAPTCHA to submit. And boom, okay, the account is created. Now it's saying to go ahead and check your email. And if I go over here, I've already got my account confirmation, which I'm just going to copy and paste into the same tab. So paste that in, and we should be good to go. Okay, our email is verified. Go home, and now we can log in. So Bifrost Actual. And your password. Oops. Sorry, I'm not a touch typist. Okay, again, hit the slider. Okay, so because we don't have any swap opens, it just takes you to the start swap. So the first thing that you have to enter into the system is to tell it what Ethereum address you're going to use. So I've already saved my Ethereum address into a little text file. I'm just going to copy that and paste it in and submit. And boom, we have a swap transaction started. So now there's a record in the database, and you can see your open swaps. So there's a swap code. That's just an internal code that we use to sort of identify your swap. It's awaiting payment. There's a SWYFT address. That's the address where we're going to send your coins. And then your Ethereum address. And that's really it. So now it's time to send them my coins. So I'll just copy the SWYFT address there and go to my wallet. So I'll just minimize that and that. Go to the wallet, and I'm going to send SWYFT. I'm going to type in that or paste in that address, and I'll give it a label. And for this demonstration, I'm going to send in just 75 coins. That way, at the swap rate of 7.5 to 1, we should get 10 tokens back. So once I've got that, I'm going to hit send. And boom. Okay, so now that's broadcast out. It's not confirmed yet, but I'll go ahead and right-click on that and get the transaction ID. Okay, and bring back up your browser in the swapper and go to the confirm TXID. Paste that transaction ID in, hit the slider, and it's going to say no transaction found, and that's because the transaction has not confirmed yet. So I'm just going to pause the video while we wait for that confirmation to come in. Okay, and we're back. So now if I look at the transaction, I have at least one confirmation, and that's enough to get going. So we'll jump back into the swap app and just resubmit the TXID, just like that, and that's it. Your transaction's been confirmed, and now you'll see the status change. Instead of awaiting payment, it says awaiting call, and it's calculated the number of tokens that you're going to receive, which is 10 tokens. So that's it. That's step one. It's all done. So now the next step you'll do from your mobile wallet or from MetaMask. So I'm going to just close the browser here and close the wallet and jump into. Now this is an emulator of an Android phone wallet. So from your Android device, you would install the Swift wallet from the Play Store and open it up here. And so you can see I have a little bit of Ethereum, I have no SWYFT tokens, and no Storica. So from the Swift browser, you click on the browser button there and go to the Swift Call dApp. Very simple. You just click on it. Now what this is going to do, it's going to check your environment, make sure you have everything that you need, give you some instructions. So if you haven't swapped, it'll send you to the CoinSwap site. It'll explain the prerequisites for this, explain what the fee is for. Then it will check your browser and make sure that you have everything that you need. So Web3 enabled browser, check. Tokens due, check. Now, if you have no tokens owed to you, the call dApp will not let you move forward. It's also going to check and make sure that you have enough Ethereum for your transaction fees. So all you do from this point is hit the button, pay the fee. Okay, now the wallet is going to ask you to confirm your transaction. So just hit send. I'm using a PIN to secure my wallet, and it's a really secure address. Are you ready for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's right. Hit that, and that's it. The transaction is on its way. Now, all I have to do is sort of sit here and wait. Now, if I come back to the browser, of course, unfortunately, it reloaded, so it can't give you a status. So you have to watch it from the wallet. And you can see here your transactions. Well, let me go back, actually. There it is. So we're just kind of watching that happen. So there's two parts to this process that's going on. You're sending in your fee, which is kicking off a process. There's an oracle out there listening to the contract. It's going to go out and connect to the database and make sure that you have a swap record. It's going to get the information on the tokens that you're owed, get your address, and then it's going to tell the contract to send the tokens to you. And that just takes a couple of minutes depending on how much gas you use and how fast the network is running. So we'll just pause until this transaction happens, and then we'll be back. Okay, and it's just a couple minutes later, and as you can see, the transaction has completed. So if I just go back to my wallet screen, and boom, there it is, 10 SWIFT tokens delivered to you. So pretty simple process. Of course, this is more complicated than, say, an Ethereum token-to-token swap like with Storica, because we're actually having to bridge from a Bitcoin blockchain to a smart contract. So there's some magic going on in the middle there that has to happen, and that's why there's this two-step process. And before we finish up, let's go ahead and just take one look. If you're using iOS, now I don't have an iOS emulator, but if you're using the Trust Wallet, the problem with the Trust Wallet is that we can't control what dApps show up inside of that wallet. So we've done something that sort of makes the Trust Wallet look like the SWIFT wallet in a way. So if you go to the dApps screen from the Trust Wallet and enter the address dap.swift.network, what this will do is show you basically the same dApp selection screen that's inside of the SWIFT wallet. So you just remember that one, or you bookmark it, and then from here you can hit the SWIFT call from the Trust Wallet, and there you go. Now notice when we're in here, because this address isn't attached to a swap and doesn't have any tokens due, you see that the prerequisite failed with the red X there. So we can't initiate a swap call from here. Even though it does have Ethereum, the system knows that there are no tokens being due to this address. So sometimes if there's not if the transaction sort of hasn't gone through yet, you would see this, and then you would just hit check again, and all that's going to do is reload the page and reevaluate the prerequisites. So that's it in a nutshell. Of course, if you have any questions or problems, you can always reach us on Discord and on Telegram. Somebody from the team is always available, and we'll be happy to help you out. So thanks for listening. Good luck with your swap, and we'll see you online.